there, I'm Tina Rose, the strategist and driving force behind ResumeBiz.com. And here I'm taking you on a journey of sorts, kind of a behind the curtains look at what being a member of RBIZ can mean for your resume business. Just to give you a bit of backstory, RBIZ has actually been a long in the making resource. For some listening to this, you might remember I wrote a book back in 2004 on starting a resume writing business. And that book actually was updated 3 more times throughout the years. And each time I updated the book, I added more and more resources. So it became essentially fatter and fatter. Well, that book quickly became a go-to for new resume writers and those wanting to get into the resume writing field. Heck, it even became a great resource for seasoned resume writers too. So if you fast forward 10 plus years, RBIZ is now what I call that book on steroids, because here within the member portal, the resources I provide colleagues are essentially alive. And what that basically means is they're continuously being added to and improved upon and so on. So let's take a peek as to what you'll currently find when you log into RBIZ. For the sake of time, I'm going to focus on the prime areas of the member portal, areas that I think you'll care about the most. Like I said, mainly just to save time because there's quite a bit. As you can see, this just, it's massive. Let me say right up front that RBIZ is really unlike anything else you'll find out there. We're huge fans of providing our members with shortcuts and examples. We like to provide advanced tools, done for you resources. And in addition to all of that, we also provide you with the whys. Why are you doing something? And we just think that's extremely important. So you don't just follow our advice all willy-nilly, right? You actually have a reason for doing it. So with that said, you'll find a consistent, well, I guess we'll call it a theme throughout many of the resources. Currently, we're adding many new goodies to the site each month, so you'll notice that we're currently adding examples and shortcuts to our members on how to get the most out of LinkedIn, for example. So you'll notice LinkedIn very much dominates the latest resources. And of course, like I said, every time you log in, this will actually change because as we add things, this then gets pushed further back and the new stuff takes its place. But let's talk about the most go-to resources that can help you specifically right now in your business. One of the biggest benefits, I think, as soon as you log in, you start scrolling down right here, these selling tips and scripts that you can actually swipe, which is a huge benefit for those in our industry. If you're someone who struggles with closing prospects, which many in our industry do struggle with that, these selling tips and scripts can actually benefit you. Not only do we talk about what's actually working for colleagues, we also talk about the different client personalities and which of those will be your most loyal clients, who will be your most profitable, and so on. We also teach you about tonality in selling, which is something very few people talk about, especially no one in the resume writing industry talks about it. We teach you how to take tonality and how to close more clients using it. We even provide you with a list of pre-qualifying questions and sales scripts that you can use. So if you struggle with what to say, when to say, how to say it, this is definitely where you want to stop first once you become a member and log in. Let's move on to the next big RBIZ benefit to check out once you join. Let me just back up here. All right. One of the other big hotspots in the RBIZ area is the written for you copyright-free resume content. And I have to tell you, I wish this had been around when I first started writing resumes. And I won't tell you when, but it's been a few years. Because if you're someone who struggles with writing resumes, this growing list of copyright-free content will be an absolute lifesaver for you. So you'll definitely want to check this out. You'll notice that Not only, some of these, we not only have content that you can actually pick up and swipe and use in actual client resumes today, but in some of these, we actually provide you with keywords. Now, sales is obviously a big career field, so we actually provide you with sales keywords as well that you can use and reference. So when you're writing resumes, you can just come to this list and pluck out whichever of these works best for your client. One of the other big areas is obviously we provide an in-depth website analysis. The problem with many of us in our industry is that, we design that website, it stays there, it stays stagnant. We don't know what's wrong with it. We just know it's not performing. And so having that extra set of eyes analyze our website and provide us with tips and ideas on how to get a better ROI from it is certainly something you will want to do. You'll definitely want to submit that to us once you join and log in. The other thing that we like is LinkedIn is a big, like I said, big topic for us. So we do talk about LinkedIn's new feature and whether you should or should not be using it to get new clients. The next big benefit for joining RBIZ are the colleague interviews. We right now we have, oh gosh, I think more than 70 of them published to date, and we're publishing more as we get them. These interviews are one of my favorite parts of RBIZ because I love learning what other resume writers are thinking and seeing in their businesses. Like I said, I love that section. And if you scroll down a bit further, you're going to notice we offer training. Right now, obviously, RBIZ wouldn't be complete if we weren't offering a resume writing training program. So you'll notice that we've actually released the first few modules of a resume writing training program that will actually get more and more in depth on how to optimize your client resumes. We also offer training for some of the great tools that you should be using in your website if you aren't already. We like to use the most popular that marketing folks use. And with that said, we're huge proponents of Gravity Forms and Yoast SEO and so on. We also understand that some in the resume writing industry aren't very technical. So we actually offer some straightforward WordPress training and how to leverage your Google Analytics to get more out of the search traffic that your site is getting. Another big asset for RBIZ members is our sales and marketing area, which provides the tools and the shortcuts for getting more business and preferably in less time. You'll notice that we touch on some quick things to do with your website to get more traffic, which then in turn will attract more leads and more sales. We like to focus on the strategies that are being used by today's marketing and SEO experts. So you'll notice this section will get additional details added to it. But not only do we focus online, but we realize that some businesses are still using traditional advertising and promotional methods. So you'll notice that we actually talk about some of what people might think are older techniques, but they still work for some of us. And that is, for example, yellow page advertising, promotional material. You'll notice that we also talk about other topics that you might not have thought about. Maybe you haven't thought about doing subcontracting. And if you do, we want to help you get those subcontracting jobs. We want to help you price your services. We want to help you close clients faster. And we want to help you get higher rates as a contract resume writer. We would love for you to become a member. To learn more about the member tools and resources that RBIZ has to offer, check out the list below this video.